AJ Styles got senteled. Pro Wrestling Sentel tweeted, AJ Styles says he doesn't use Bluetooth headphones because it messes with his brain's frequency. He doesn't trust them. He only uses wired headphones. And AJ Styles responds by saying, yeah, the thing is, those are Bluetooth headphones. The wire is plugged into my Xbox controller. I don't recall ever saying this. I feel like I'm in Breaking Bad right now. Like my hands are tied, I'm water white, I'm like... At least this isn't as bad as when he got hacked a few weeks back, because some of those tweets were a madness. Speaking of the unks of WWE, Jordan Grace tweeted out a video of Shawn Michaels down in NXT trying to guess the NXT women's division by their voice. And it's some of the most hilarious and wholesome content you're gonna see this week.
They're not allowed to disguise their voices, right?
Hey, Sean.
Pass.
Hey, Sean.
I'm doing horrible at this.
Hey, Sean.
Again?
Hey, Sean.
Oh, well, that's Zari.
Yay! Hey, Sean.
Kalani.
Yay! Hey, Sean.
One more time.
Hey, Sean.
And I know
Sean.
everybody's voice. One more time.
Hey, Sean.
Oh, that's loud.
Hola, jefe.
That's Lola, for sure.
Hey, Sean.
Well, that's Jordan.
Hey, Sean.
One more time.
Hey, Sean.
Is that Soul?
No.
No.
Hey, Sean.
One more.
Hey, Sean. Ah!
Oh, is that Thea? One more time.
Hey, Sean.
I know who that is, too. I'm just, oh my goodness. I'm so sorry, girl. Jesus.
What's up, Coach?
Jada.
Hey, turn around.
Poor Izzy Dame, she doesn't quite have a recognized tone just yet. It's okay, a few more of those culling promos, he'll know you. Very wholesome stuff down in NXT. It just seems like HBK and the whole roster have way more fun. Probably because running Raw, SmackDown, and pay-per-views has a far bigger toll on your brain. Triple H was like this once upon a time and then he got called up to main roster. Speaking of superb social content, the award for greatest Money in the Bank holder may already go to Naomi. She released a video yesterday responding to a tweet which showed Jade Cargill talking to Big Jim and showed off the contents of her Money in the Bank briefcase.
Sick of this bitch.
The action figure of Big Jim, who I guess is now Lil Jim in this briefcase. Oh my god, he's now Little Jimmy. There's also the contract, the caution tape. Oh, and she's gonna tase Jade Cargill. It's the little things that mean the world. I love that we actually can see the contract here. I love that the briefcase is not just customized on the outside, but inside too. And I am praying that Naomi's cash-in is successful because this run is simply the best. Speaking of success, Mr. Iguana and Lieska was such a big hit over the weekend that Mr. Iguana has stated WWE wants him to go straight to the main roster due to him being a top merchandise seller. Quote, they told me, you're not going through NXT, you're heading straight to the main roster. We need you here because your shirt is the top seller in WWE, and you're also the fastest rising star when it comes to action figures and trading cards. Absolutely great news. In less than a week, he's gone from relative unknown to a lot of people to being on main roster. Will he be the mystery man in the King of the Ring tournament? It'll be interesting to see how he's implemented into the main roster scene, and also just how much he can maintain such momentum. There is always the tendency for gimmicks like this to get repetitive, to get stale, so hopefully under Triple H they can keep it going through the summer and beyond. Speaking of things coming up, Nikki Bella is once again announced for Raw next week. And on top of that, the breaking news via TMZ, Brie Bella is coming back to WWE. And then via People, Nikki Bella says that she's back for an extended in-ring run. Quote, you'll definitely see me for a bit, it's not a quick in and out. I've been trying to tell you the agenda continues to grow every single time I talk about it, and eventually It is going to happen. In other news, AEW's 4-hour Hollywood blockbuster was last night. They introduced a new championship called the AEW Unified Championship, which will unify Okada's Continental Championship and Omega's International Championship.
Let's take a look at the belt.
Big news here. Oh, yeah. Tony Schiavone. Oh, that's badass.
Now, in terms of the design, I'm so-so. Like, it's not bad, but it's nothing crazy. I also don't love the name Unified Championship. I don't know if there's some copyright behind Intercontinental Championship, but I feel like it was right there. International, Continental, they're unified to create AEW's Intercontinental Championship. We also saw this scene when Okada and Omega brawled.
Wait a second, Okada, no! Again! No! A second elbow, and oh no!
At what point is too much blood too much blood? Blood in professional wrestling has just lost all meaning to me. Something that may mean something to a lot of you, Blake Monroe has asked WWE to sell the bathwater from her vignette on NXT. Seriously, if you go ahead and purchase this, wallahi, you are finished. It's lewd, lascivious, salacious,
Deonte, your Blake Monroe bathwater will be with you in 3 to 5 business days.
Swiftly moving on, in other news, Netflix is developing a pro wrestling drama series named Tuesday Night Titans. The series follows a tenacious writer who risks her career in the big leagues to recruit her estranged childhood best friend, a jobber on the indies, to join the same behemoth company they idolized in their youth. Their destinies become entangled as they battle personal demons, ruthless colleagues, and their complicated history in an industry where kayfabe isn't confined to the ring, but bleeds into every aspect of their lives. It seems like Netflix is really getting behind not just the WWE deal, but also showing professional wrestling to an entire audience who may have either never seen it or never liked it. This is how you grow wrestling. You connect with the mass audience just like they did with Glow, which, if you've never seen Glow, that is a fantastic show. Moving back over to Dynamite from last night, Mystico and MJF are enthralled in a feud heading into Grand Slam Mexico, where MJF made a Sin Cara reference.
Let me explain something to you. You think you're a big deal, huh? I grew up watching you on my TV. You ain't Mystico to me, son. To me, you're still just sloppy Sin Cara.
There was also a 30-minute time limit draw between Swerve and Ospreay, to which I say I'm not a huge fan of the time limit draws anymore. When they first happened with the likes of Danielson and Omega, for example, I thought, okay, that's a clever way to execute this. But now it just feels like I'm being teased. Also, I want to talk about Ron Killing's new render and look because he looks awesome. He, of course, cut a fantastic promo this week on Raw, which ended with him cutting off his dreads. Very excited to see where this story goes. Also, the recently released Shotzi Blackheart revealed WWE originally did not sign her because she had risky photos up of herself.
I'm like coming to terms that like, okay, WWE's never going to sign me. Because I was not signed because of like background check stuff. They were just like I had like risky photos up that, which I don't even think are that risky now. But like they were just like, oh yeah, no, that's like not what we want like out of our WWE superstar. So I was like, yeah, I was like under like, you know, I just thought that like, okay, then that's it for me. Like if that's what they don't want, like they're never going to change their mind about that.
But then they did.
But then they did, like not even a year later, they like hit me up and
They're like, actually,
like,
it's not that bad.
Yeah, they're like, actually, we don't give a crap. Which I was also like, I don't see why this is a problem, but okay, whatever.
I'll be honest, the company themselves used to make women do some pretty risque things on TV, and God knows they've hired women and paid women before who have had far worse out there than what Shotzi has out there. But it's been very insightful to hear Shotzi discuss everything recently after her release, and she also appeared on Ariel Helwani to talk about her upcoming plans.
I was really hopeful that I was going to get something at SmackDown. They told me that I would possibly be working with Chelsea in something, and I was pitching some storylines with her. And it was just like week after week, like they were like, oh, we're going to move it back. We're going to move it back. And then it wasn't until like around Mania where I was like, oh, maybe they're not going to renew my contract.
It is also being reported that Seth Rollins will be getting a new WWE theme soon. According to the report, WWE is working with an unknown mainstream artist to update Rollins' music. To which I say, it is about time. Not that I don't love Visionary, but at the same time, it doesn't really fit with this current faction or current character he's doing, and I almost feel like the song is too over to really get him booed. So it's maybe time for a change, and I'm excited to see which mainstream artist this is going to be. Also, Chelsea Green was recently a guest on the Lightweights podcast. While discussing the Secret Harvest, Green revealed that Blair Davenport was actually supposed to be the third member originally until she was released, which opened the door to bring in Alba Fire.
At first it was going to be Blair Davenport, and when Blair was released, you know, it was obviously a really kind of like a bummer moment, like, man, maybe we're not going to grow, like maybe we're not going to be a faction, we're just going to be a tag team. And then we both kind of had the idea, like, what if we could convince them to get Kaylee, Alba? Because Kaylee is Piper's best friend from Scotland, from years of working together, and she also lived with us in Japan. The three of us worked for Stardom together. So it's perfect. Like,